is day 2 of our Tennessee turkey season. This morning Rob and I came up to our lease, and he came up here last night and had some turkeys gobbling. So he went down off of one of these ridges down to where we could hear one gobbling this morning, and I'm headed on back the main road. The way this land lays out, it's just a long skinny piece, so we kind of got to walk a long ways to, a lot of times, to hear some. But he heard one right off the get-go. He went after it, and I'm headed on back. So we'll see if I can get anything gobbling. And we have one spot back here that the turkeys are coming into almost every day. But yesterday Gaffney came up here and didn't hear a peep. So I'm gonna try to get set up back here probably and just wait. They're coming in later in the morning, but we'll see what happens. Maybe Rob can get him a bird this morning. I've got a turkey gobbling down here below me. It's across the property line. So I'm just sitting up here on this edge and calling, and he's gobbling every little bit, but I don't know if he'll come up here or not. It's a pretty good ways, and I think he's in a field on the neighbors. So I don't know if he'll make it, but I'm gonna sit here for a while. I'm gonna try to find a good spot to set up, because there was 3 or 4 turkeys gobbling back in this area this morning. So I'm gonna see if I can set up somewhere and get my tripod out. I'm self-filming today, so I've got it in my case, but I'm gonna see if I can get set up, and maybe something will come in, who knows. I got set up here, and I'm gonna have to move quick because this turkey's coming up to my left and coming up the road, it sounds like. So I gotta get moved around here and get set up somewhere else. So I set up here, and somehow these turkeys made it around me. Now they're hammering back here on the other side, but somehow they made it around me. They came up probably within 80 yards, 70 yards maybe. I could hear them drumming real clear, but then they kept on going, and I should have set up. There's a road that runs out a ridge that way, and then the road running back and forth this way, and I should have set right up in that tee, but I came back this way because they were off this side, but then they ended up coming up to that road, sounded like, and came up the road and went down the other way. So I'm gonna move, try to get up closer that way and see what I can do, but it's gonna be tough to make a move on them. I'm trying to self-film and everything, but I'm gonna see if I can make it happen. These turkeys aren't hammering up here, but the sun is in my face, so it makes it difficult. But I think they're out in this big open spot up here in front of me. Sounds like they're working out toward the front, so I told Rob to get in the road up there closer to the front and just see if they come that way, and I kind of keep them on this backside, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we can close in on these. It sounds like there's 2 together. was too easy. Make sure he don't run off on me. I guess I left my call box back there where I was set up before, but let's go down and check this bird out. We'll get all our stuff together. That is awesome, man. I can't believe that just happened. Cannot believe it. Let's go see what he looks like. Hopefully he's a good old longbeard. There was 3 of them coming in, and oh yeah, he looks like a big bird for sure. I murdered his head. Yeah, he didn't have a chance at this close. Wow, what a bird. His head is check out that head. It murdered his head. It was probably a 40-yard shot, not too far. He's got some hooks on him too. Check that out. I don't know how good you can see it, but man, he's got some nice spurs. Beautiful bird. Better did it get than that? Big long thick beard, big spurs. Man, I can't believe that happened. I was set up here earlier, and these birds were way off on the neighbors, and I was like, well, I'm gonna call to them and see if they'll do anything. And sure enough, they came up through here, and I was set up off to the side, and they came all the way up and went about 80 yards around me. So they came out into this big clearing behind me here and were strutting around and gobbling like crazy. And I mean, it's 8 o'clock and they were still gobbling their heads off, and there was 3 of them. I thought it was 2, but there was 3 of them. So I came up as close as I felt comfortable getting. I could hear them drumming, and I set up again, and hopefully I have a good video of it, but they came up this road. I just called a little bit on my slate call, and they came up this road quick, and maybe 40 yards. So this one and the other one were standing right next to each other. Then there was one behind them, and man, you can't beat it on a morning like this. Beautiful Sunday morning. Big bird down. Yesterday I went, and man, I thought I was gonna kill one, and Kenny and I did, but he got his and I missed mine, and I didn't expect to go out this morning and kill one, but I'm sure glad I did. What a bird.